Hi there, my name's Mr. Hume and I'm the Head of Psychology. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the subject and why I think you should study it here at Madeley Academy. A lot of Year 11 students will stop me in the corridor and ask me what psychology actually is. And essentially, it's the scientific study of the mind, the brain and behaviour. So if you are a fundamentally curious person that enjoys finding out about the motivation and causes behind human behaviour, then psychology is the subject for you. We study a broad range of different topics, and in Year 1 we start with the topics of social influence and memory. And this will help you get a good understanding of key processes such as conformity and obedience, as well as an understanding of how our memory actually works. We also look at theories of attachment and psychopathology. This will be your first look at some of the conditions that are of interest to us as psychologists, such as depression and OCD. Throughout that first year, you will also gain a greater appreciation for the key approaches in psychology and the importance of research methods. At the end of that first year, all students will sit an AS exam where you'll be assessed on all of the Year 1 material. In Year 13, you should now have a good grounding in the key scientific principles of psychology. You'll study individual topics on schizophrenia, gender and biopsychology, as well as forensics. You will also gain an understanding of the key issues and debates in psychology, and at the end of Year 2 you'll sit 3 exams where you'll be assessed on all the material from Year 1 and Year 2. So I now want to have a look at where psychology can take you. Initially, psychology will set you up for a broad range of degree options, and we've had students go on to study courses as wide ranging from medicine to forensics and from dentistry to zoology. In terms of careers, psychology will set you on the path to future careers working with people, such as working in education as an educational psychologist, or even working in the world of business in HR. I'm now going to give you an example of a case study of one of our previous students. He studied psychology with us alongside BTEC Sport, and he left with an A star in psychology. He then went on to study psychology at the University of Sheffield at undergraduate level, and following this, he studied for a Masters in Sports Psychology. He recently came back to the Academy to visit with some really exciting news, and he was really proud to tell us that he's now working at Aston Villa Football Club as their sports psychologist. So that's just a little insight into some of the really exciting careers that sport psychology can set you up for. So in order to open up these doors for you, you need to get the grades. And looking at our track record, we have a fantastic record of success in psychology at Madeley Academy. Unfortunately, last year's cohort was disrupted by the effects of COVID, but if we go back to 2019 and look at our results, every single one of our students got an A star to C grade, and 90% of our students got an A star to B grade. This helped to cement our place in the top 4% in the country. So, to conclude, if you are a bright and enthusiastic student who is keen to find out more about the way the mind and the brain works and how that goes on to shape our behaviour, then we would love to have you join us here in the psychology department at Madeley Academy.